Let's say this briefly this morning. See, there are some financial blunders and mistakes that people make, and it will not look to them as if God is not blessing them. It will not look to them as if God is not, or God has not blessed them, or God is not gracious enough to provide for them. See, pride is one of the things that has kept a lot of people where they are. Pride. Okay, pride in the sense that, see, if you are struggling every year to pay your house rent wherever you are living, it is very, very simple. And probably you are working, probably you are doing business, your wife is working, or you're working, you are earning income, but yet you are finding it difficult to pay your house rent. See, it is very simple. It is because the place you are living is more expensive than your income, or more expensive than what you can afford. Some of you are living in places that you have to beg. You have to struggle to pay your bills. You have to struggle to pay your rent. See, cut your coat according to your material, not your size. There are some of you, the places you are paying rent on today, the money you use in paying for rent is enough for you to get a land and start a foundation of your own, and start a building of your own. There are some people that God has blessed enough to live in a place where they pay 10 million, 20 million, 30, even 40 or 50 million. But there are some of you living in a place where you are paying, probably your salary at the end of the month is like 600,000. You are paying like 3 or 4 million for house rent. You are acting foolish. You are acting foolish. See, wisdom is profitable to direct. There are some things you are not grown enough to afford financially. See, I am not talking of those that were doing well and probably they lost their job or business went bad for them. Yes, that is understanding. But there are some persons that will so stretch themselves, they don't want to live in the place they can afford. That is number one. Then number two, you see some persons, they struggle to pay the school fees of their children. You are putting your children in a school because your neighbors' children are attending the same school, because your church members the children are attending the same school, because your colleagues' children are attending the same school. You don't know what their financial strength is. It is only what you know that you know. See, if you have to get BP all the time before you pay your children's school fees, they are going to a school that is bigger than them. That is bigger than you, rather. They are going to a school that you are not big enough to afford. I tell people something. You don't use all you have to train your children in primary and secondary school, or in nursery and primary school, and then when it gets to university, you now tell them to go and learn handwork because you cannot afford the school anymore. What about saving? What about saving for their college? What about saving for their university? What about saving for investment so that the family can keep running? There are some of you would have bought a lower car that is still durable, that is still usable, that is very affordable. You decide to use the entire money you have to invest in buying a big car that you cannot maintain. You decide to use the entire money you have to buy a very big car that you cannot even service. You have a car and you are begging money around for fuel. You have a car and you are begging money around for servicing. Some of you, it is not because your business went down. It's not because you lost your job. It is because you have pride. It is because you want to feel among a clique that you are not due enough to fit in. Heaven help those who help themselves. Wisdom is profitable to direct. See, in everything you do in life, if you don't think about tomorrow, then you are not futuristic. If you are not futuristic, then you are bound to suffer. If you are not futuristic, then you are bound to beg. If you are not futuristic, then you are bound to have issues with your finance. Financial prudence. You want to buy every cloth. You want to buy every ashebi. You know, for my listeners outside Africa and outside the country, Nigeria, ashebi is a certain uniformic clothes that Nigerians wear when they want to do parties. Family members and friends, they wear the same clothes. It can go as high as 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 40,000, 70,000. Some are pressuring themselves to go for it when they cannot afford it. Financial imprudence. Learn how to go for what you can afford. And if what you can afford will not also allow you to save, then you are going above your bound. You are going above your limit. Every bank account has a transfer or a withdrawal limit. You should also have a limit to what you think you can afford for a better tomorrow, for a better life, for the sake of your children, for the sake of your future. There are some of you today, if you lost your job today, you have a good job, but if you lost your job today, you are broke in the next minute. There are some of you today with the big money that have touched your hand, with the big investment, with the good job you've had, you don't have a plot of land of your own. And yet you are crying that one of your uncle in the village is the one fighting your finance. One of your auntie in the village is a witch, that she's the one fighting your finance. It is because you are not financially disciplined. Go for what you can afford at a time. See, in life you don't grow from top to bottom, you grow from bottom to the top. Some of you are growing from top to the bottom. You are depreciating, you are not appreciating. A lot of persons want to buy the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and yet you are living in a rented apartment. You want to buy an iPhone 17 Pro Max, and yet you don't have a good job. You don't have a good, your store, your shop is still empty. Your shop is not buoyant enough to even have all the goods that your customer wants, and you want to buy an iPhone 17 Pro Max. Don't forget, that business will still be dying, and before you know it again, another iPhone will come at iPhone 18, 19, 20 and 17. Always go for what you can afford and still save. I see people that sell their landed properties for their children to school abroad. I call it madness. There are good universities in the country where you reside. There are good universities in Nigeria, in South Africa, in every part of the world. But you are selling your landed property because your neighbor's child is attending a school in UK. And when the children go there, most of you, your children have stopped school. They have dropped out of school because they can't pay anymore for the school fee. Why deceive yourself? Why going for what you can afford? You no longer cut your code according to your size. You cut your code according to your material. Each time they keep sending your children away out of school for school fee, whereas you are working, whereas you are doing business. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you and not your finance. You are the one that is going for what you cannot afford. You must be as wise as the serpent. You don't have another source of income, and yet you are spending money with those that have double source of income. You are competing with them. You are joining a club that they pay a yearly or a monthly due that your salary cannot carry. Some of you are in debt because of the lifestyle you want to live. What you are not grown enough to have, you want to have it. So most wives have made their husband bankrupt because of the lifestyle they want to live. Most husbands have made their wife bankrupt because of the lifestyle they want to live. And don't forget, this is your children that will suffer it. It is your future that will suffer it. You want to buy all the Chanel bags. You want to buy all the designer shoes, all the designers watches. You don't go for what you can afford. You don't go for what you will afford, and your bank account will become empty. It is not wisdom. It is not practical wisdom. It is foolishness. It is stupidity. You only want to feel among in the internet world, whereas in the real world you are indebted. In the real world you are starving. In the real world you can't pay your dues. In the real world you can't pay your rent. You can't even pay the service charges of the estate you are living, not to talk of paying the rent. Your children's school, you keep begging every time. They keep treating your children as if they are fatherless, as if they are motherless, as if they are orphans. They keep sending them out of school, whereas you are working, whereas you have a business running for you. Going for what is bigger than what you can afford. And at the end of it all, you discover that you have worked for so many years, and yet you have no savings, and yet you have no investment. You discover that your marriage is only just a flash in the pan because the both of you are so foolish enough that you don't have savings, you don't have investment, you just eat all you receive. Be wise. Be wise. Be wise. Be wise. There are. When Jesus was doing the transfiguration, Jesus went to only Peter, James, and John. Everything in life, there is class, there is level. Place yourself where you belong. There are people in your classes that are living sweet lives. Don't go for what you cannot afford. Don't envy what you cannot afford. It will never get you only bankrupt. It will make you stagnant. You keep going through, you keep going around the circle without progressing in life. A lot of persons have eaten their investment, they have eaten their tomorrow even today. They even ate their tomorrow yesterday. They ate the tomorrow of their children yesterday. It is not witchcraft, it is not a occultic fight. It is your stupidity that has kept you where you are. And don't forget, whatever God does not bless, He does not support, and whatever He does not support, He can never bless, including you living above your means. Heaven help those who help themselves. Heaven help those who help themselves. Heaven help those who help themselves. Good morning.